Hello, this is Lynn McCool, and welcome to Unit 5, Writing Technical Descriptions. In this unit, we will explore how rhetorical principles may be used to create effective communication. In addition, we will explain the common features of descriptions and specifications and how they are used in the workplace. We will discuss how different methods of description and style play important roles in creating a positive ethos for your document. In addition to that, we will briefly discuss the document cycling process of usability testing, and we'll consider the needs of international readers. Our learning objectives for this unit are to provide strategies for writing technical descriptions, to conduct effective research, to provide proper documentation and use of source material, and to consider style in technical writing. Although you do not have any major assignment due for Monday of this week, you should be working on that technical description project, which is due Monday, February 23rd at 11:59 p.m. Remember, this is a team project, and you should be using the Google collaboration tools in order to facilitate the completion of this project. For Wednesday, please take a look at Chapters 6 and 9 in your technical communication today. Chapter 6 has to do with technical descriptions and specifications, and Chapter 9 with activity reports. In addition to the readings, you have two screencasts. In addition to the introductory one here, you have one on how to write a technical definition as well as another one on activity reports. You have a quiz this week that covers chapters 6 and 9 and the lecture screencast material, as well as the information found in these two links right here, rhetorical awareness and user-centered design, and applying user-centered design. I want you to make sure that you take a look at both of those short readings on the web. And there may be a couple of questions on the Unit 5 quiz from those two readings as well. You have one discussion board this week. It is a discussion board that looks at sample technical descriptions and asks you to provide a little bit of commentary on them. Finally, I want to just go over with you the technical description project and just make sure that you have a good solid understanding of the situation, the background, and the exigence or the problem that you're going to be solving. So as you know, the Aerosoft company has been contacted by Scott Stevens, Regional Claims Director of Interstate Insurance. He is asking for a team of technical writers to research and write a recommendation for a new camera equipment for 30 claims adjusters in the Eastern Virginia Division of Interstate Insurance. And you can see that the background information provides some additional audience analysis information that you might consider as you are working to solve the exigence or the problem, communication problem. It says in the text here that all 30 adjusters who work out of the regional office are using a 4 megapixel Olympus camera, and that those are well beyond their normal life expectancy and they need to be replaced. So last week, when I, Lynn McCool, your manager at Aerosoft, called Scott Stevens, the Interstate's Regional Director of Adjustment and Claims, and requested that your team be chosen to conduct the research to find a suitable replacement for the Eastern Virginia Division's camera equipment. When Scott approved my request, he mentioned a few requirements that are needed for the purchase of the new equipment. First, the company wants all of its adjusters to begin using digital SLR cameras with at least 20 megapixels or better resolution, because they need better quality of photos for printing or displaying large images. Secondly, he said that over the past 6 months, several of the other divisions have replaced their old cameras with at least 20 megapixel models, could be higher resolution, for about $2,200 each. Accordingly, he has allotted your team $66,000 and wants the best cameras with necessary accessories that your team can find within this budget. And of course, he'll want a report of what your team finds when you settle on a particular camera. So your job then is for the team to research the cameras, taking into consideration price, quantity, and quality, and then choose one to recommend for purchase. Once you tell Scott of your decision, you will need to let the 30 adjusters know about the upcoming change by creating a technical description of the camera, which will guide them in their transition to the new equipment. Here are some considerations. In this case, you'll be writing for two specific audiences, Scott Stevens and the insurance adjusters. And there are several prompt questions for you to think about as you are analyzing your audience. So what will each of these audiences need to know about the camera that you select? What document formats and delivery mechanisms do you think will best suit their needs? What types of information will you need to gather for this case, and where do you think you will look for it? Do you think that your research will or should be affected by the number of cameras that you need to buy? Another thing that you want to consider is think about the fact that your insurance adjusters have been using 4 megapixel cameras for years. So, what will this mean for you as you work to describe the new camera that you have chosen? Will it have any bearing on the amount or types of visual aids that you will need to use? Will it affect the language you use and the types of technical definitions that you will need to incorporate into your description? And considering the fact that your audience is familiar with digital cameras, what might you need to do to make sure that it pays attention to the technical description of the new, much more advanced camera? So as far as the project plan is concerned, use the guidelines in the Technical Communication Today, Chapter 6, the lecture material, and research your product, make a recommendation, and create your technical description of that product. Be sure to include illustrations or images that are partitioned, labeled, and captioned. Consider the audience or audiences who will be using this product and how they will affect your approach to its description. In other words, how many audiences are there and how many different ways might you need to reach those different audiences. Create a step-by-step fact sheet that fits on no more than 2 pages, so 1 page front and back. Include a brief activity report sent in a memo format to Scott that explains the rationale behind your choice of camera for the company. Include considerations of quality, quantity, and cost in your memo. Save all your documents as PDFs before submitting them to the assignment upload link on Moodle. Again, if you have any questions about this assignment or any of the other work or readings for this week, please don't hesitate to contact me. I look forward to visiting again with you soon.